Junior Dylan Thomas has had October 6th circled on his calendar for a long time.
I actually signed up on the day that it opened, so that was like back in the last fall.
And although he's ready now,
Started training in about April or May.
that wasn't always the case.
I've been struggling with the motivation for this marathon.
Thousands of people will take to the streets for the Twin Cities Marathon. Some of them are the faces you see on campus every day. Students like Dylan have been dealing with the ups and downs that come with marathon training.
I think when I find it, it's just like being able to like lock into those moments and be like, okay, I'm doing this, and just kind of I notice my mental attitude is there. Racing a marathon, I'd say it's 95% mental effort.
Junior Griffin Pearson's internal challenge is a result of something a little more external.
My training regimen didn't go as planned at all because heading into it, obviously I didn't expect to have an injury. Doing this motion while you're running, super bad, like searing pain in the side of your knee.
Pearson suffered an injury to his iliotibial band.
IT band is called runner's knee. When these muscles that are around it don't support it properly, then it'll tighten up and it will feel a lot of pain from it.
He hopes others don't make the same mistake he does.
The people that are doing their first marathon, make sure you have a plan.
The injury won't stop Griffin though. He's still running the race. On Summit Avenue, where he'll be running his last 5 miles, he reflects.
Fear's the wrong word for it. I would say that I'm uneasy about it. I don't know what to expect, but I'm not scared of it. As I'm preparing to run this actual physical race, I'm also preparing to run this race of life too. And so I've learned a lot about myself and who I am through just training.
Junior Hallie Runez is also on a journey.
So I started running in January with my dad, and I did it just to stay active for volleyball, stuff like that. And then I wanted to keep running, but it's not super enjoyable.
So Hallie did the rational thing for someone who doesn't enjoy running. Sign up for a marathon.
It's a lot easier to run when I'm working towards something.
Now, she considers herself a runner.
It's kind of all that I think about. It's all I think about, talk about, stuff like that.
For Hallie, the people who will be with her at the start,
just having one other person with you while you're running gives you the motivation to do it.
and those waiting for her at the finish line,
I have a very large group of people that are coming to watch me, which is so awesome.
are everything.
I have a huge support system, and that's really awesome.
She's not intimidated by those 26.2 miles ahead of her, especially that last stretch that she and her fellow Tommies know so well.
The last 6 miles are basically from here to the Capitol. I run Summit multiple times a week. Once I hit that 20, I'm like, oh, it's just Summit. It's just Summit. I'm almost there.
What these students are doing isn't impossible, and they want you to know it.
Anyone can do it. It's just you really got to work for it.
Push yourself outside your comfort zone, and that's where you're gonna grow, for sure.
I think people underestimate their abilities. I used to barely be able to run a mile, and now I'm about to run a marathon. And so I feel I think that's a pretty cool thing.
For the Crest.News, I'm Adam Mueller.